Hello, how are you getting on? I hope you're keeping well. You're looking well. You're looking better every time I see you. Today I have a great video for you. We're going to be reacting to some British cuisine. Many people will say that British cuisine is the worst food in the world. And of course, as an Irishman, myself and the Brits have had our differences. But I'm going to come in today with an open mind. I'm going to be willing to see British cuisine for the beauty that most probably is not there. So let's dive into it. I've got some great videos today. I'm looking forward to watching these now. A couple of them I've seen before. Shocking stuff, Britain. It's always going to be shocking stuff. Shocking beige stuff. Also, to address a complaint I've been getting in a lot of the videos that I'm not making eye contact. I'm sorry, okay? I'm working on it. I come from TikTok. That's where I'm used to making videos. You're mainly talking to Gen Z. If you make eye contact with them, you'll freak them out. So it's just not what I'm used to. I'm looking at myself. You know, it's very reassuring to look at myself. I know I'm gorgeous looking if I look at myself. Looking over here is a bit strange for me, okay? But I'm working on it. I'm trying to... Also, why is the onus on me to look at you? Why can't you tilt your screen and look me in the eyes? Why is it all on me? I'm making you a fucking video, right? You look into my eyes. Anyway, onto the food. We're going to start with a bit of British Chinese food, which if you've never been to Britain or have had Chinese food in any other country in the universe, this is probably going to be shocking to you because it does not resemble Chinese food in the slightest. So this is Plate Up My Chinese Takeaway with me. Very exciting. Let's get into it.
Plate Up My Chinese Takeaway with me.
Oh, we've got some salt and chili chips there. Lovely. A favourite of mine.
Chinese is definitely one of the more expensive takeaway options.
So the tradition is in Ireland or the UK, when you're buying Chinese food, you have to buy about 80 quid's worth of it, and then you sort of dole it out onto troughs. So it's like a mixture of everything they have in the shop. It's absolutely disgusting, but a thoroughly enjoyable evening all the same.
But the more you buy, the more free things you...
What have we got here? It looks like some sort of chow mein.
Salt and pepper chips, a king prawn chow mein, mini spring rolls which were free because we spent...
What's going on with the spring rolls? They're tiny.
...over a certain amount. And we...
Little dinky spring rolls. Very cute.
Also got free prawn crackers with this as well. Then we've got fried rice and honey chili chicken. Everyone commented on the fact that I said egg fried rice in my last Chinese video and that there was no egg in, so I'm revising.
That definitely is egg fried rice though. I will bet my life that I seen egg in that fried rice. 1 second, let's go back. Reverse the clip. Let's get forensic. Yeah, look at that. Right there. Several pieces of egg are visible. Okay, it is egg fried rice. Don't be letting people bully you on the internet.
Bench. We also got some...
What is this? Is that a rib? Some sort of a rib? There's an awful lot of onion. It's a possibly fatal number of onions.
Because I thought they'd be like the full-size barbecue ribs, but I'm not sure where the spare...
They were smaller than she expected. She's disappointed. She's worried she may not have enough food here today.
But
let's hope the lady wasn't found malnourished in the later hours of the evening. And then, of course, you have to pour curry sauce on like it's gravy. It's absolutely disgusting, but I've done this many times and it's delicious. I don't know if Chinese curry actually exists in China. I'm not certain. Maybe somebody can tell me that, but it certainly exists in Ireland and the UK. As you can see, a massive portion. This is customary. There should be enough portion there to potentially kill you. You're going to sleep after that. After you have this, you're going to go into a sleep. You're going to wake up with some sort of heartburn, palpitations, possibly lightheadedness. That'll be the salt and the other chemicals, God knows, arsenic, MSG, whatever's in there. Whatever the brown is on the rice, that's surely killing you. But it's absolutely delicious and an experience that I would not trade for anything. So yeah, I know in America you like trying to have Chinese food that actually resembles what Chinese people eat. That's not the idea here. The Chinese people open the shop, it's vaguely orientally spiced, but essentially it's just chips and meat. Ireland and the UK are united in the fact that we refuse to culture ourselves at all for anyone. Honestly, that looks like a solid 8.5 out of 10 meal for me. Okay, here I think we've got a rate my plate Chinese order. Thought I'd throw in a couple of Chinese clips. Everybody seems to be fascinated by these.
Rate and plate my Chinese with me, so I had some salt.
I've got some Super Mario music in the background. Hopefully Nintendo doesn't come and bite my dick off. I know Nintendo would murder a small child for a tenner. They mentioned Super Mario on their school project. Somebody from Nintendo just comes and sues the child for every penny they're worth and then just finishes them off in a field or something.
Salt and pepper chips, only a couple.
No, with the salt and pepper chips again, they're chunky little fuckers, aren't they? Little kind of chunky boys. The chips, strangely enough,
To make room for everything else.
why do the chips look like they started at a different weight and they've actually put on body fat? What a strange looking chip. By the way, I should say chips equals fries to Americans. I'm not sure if you've caught on yet, but that's the lingo.
Make room for everything else. I had some crispy
What is this chicken? It's so thin. It's just thin little squiggles of chicken. What part of the chicken is this? This is battered chicken chest hair, is it? I bet it's delicious though.
I had some crispy chili beef. You cannot go without crispy chili beef.
Oh, sorry, it was beef all along. My apologies. It's chili beef. That makes more sense. That prawn toast looks like it's been cooked over the course of several years. Possibly more moisture currently on Mars than there is in that toast.
And then I had some beef and black bean. If you don't know, then get to know.
Bit of beef and black bean. I have to be honest with you. I'm a goer with the beef and black bean. I'd absolutely have that all day, all night, all weekend. Give it to me. Like, trust me, I understand. It looks like a lion's vomit, but it is absolutely delicious. We have egg fried rice. Once again, more egg, less brown. Again, there's a lot of onion going on in this chow mein. There must have been a very good onion yield this year in the UK harvest. Great to see Britain prosper. And of course, we're smothering it in the curry sauce again. Why wouldn't we? Okay, that concludes the Chinese segment of this educational cultural webinar. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. If you've never had British or Irish Chinese food before, please understand that while it looks awful, it is in fact delicious. Okay, next we have a standard British dinner. This is cooking with tubs. I've seen this video before. I've actually reacted to it in short form. But I had further thoughts, so I thought I'd put this in here for anybody who hasn't seen this video. This is what I would describe as a standard British dinner. Just a lot of random shite from the cupboard and the freezer put together on a singular plate and described as a meal. So as you can see here, we've got the little smiley face potato things. I'm absolutely terrified of these. I don't like anything that isn't supposed to have a face having a face. That's a general rule from me. And these potatoes are no exception. To see a potato imbued with a face it should have never had is truly one of the most dystopian things I can imagine. And here it is right in front of my very eyes. There's some sausages there behind the vegetables. You'll see them later. And they're both over and undercooked, which is impressive. Some freezer vegetables, of course, which don't even look real. I'd be surprised if they were ever even in the ground. And of course, a miscellaneous egg that has absolutely no reason to be there, but still insists upon being on the plate. Why are you telling me about all the food before we watch it? Because what you're about to see from the second that I begin this video will make all other things happening on the plate completely irrelevant to you. The footage you are about to see is harrowing. I warn you.
Dinner with tubs. Oh, look at that. That is a nice thick gravy.
Correct, he's describing that as gravy. So I don't know if you have the concept of instant gravy in America. I've never seen somebody in America on television make instant gravy. Basically just a load of gravy granules and then you put boiling water into them and hey presto, you have gravy. He appears to have gone for a slightly less traditional method of making the gravy. There doesn't appear to be much moisture here. I can only assume he has used the entire container of gravy granules and then spat on it, which has created this ungodly substance we see before us.
You just can't beat it. Honest to God.
Bit of salt, of course. I was thinking this was lacking sodium.
Oh, gravy on egg. Yeah.
Absolutely nothing other than gravy on that fork. He's absolutely loving it.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
so
how
good.
he's trained and conditioned himself to love this. He's positively exhilarated. Here's the sausage I described earlier that you couldn't see. Was hiding out in the rainforest. And he's sort of having to pat the gravy onto the sausage like it's plaster. In America, I believe you call that drywall. See, I'm trying to be culturally accessible. Serious amount of mouth noise. But to be honest with you, if you have a look at this plate, you're not getting through this food without a lot of mouth noise. Soggy is going to be a theme today. You're going to see that in a lot of the food.
Lovely jubbly.
Well, that was that. I'm very sorry for showing you that. That was a standard British dinner. You know, the average British person would prepare this at home. Or maybe for a special occasion, like a feast. It's going to be a 0 out of 10 from me. Disturbing to watch. I can't even begin to fathom eating it. Okay, so next up we're going to have a look at pie and mash. This video is made by Big John. Big John is a bit of a celebrity in the UK. He eats a lot of Chineses and he eats a lot of pie and mash, which, yes, will get you to celebrity status in the UK. Same in Ireland. I shouted cups of tea and chocolate bars, and I've made quite a nice career out of it, you know. They even put me on television. You know, America might be the land of opportunity, but literally anybody can make it in Ireland, and I'm proof of that.
Right, could I have, I'll have 3 pie, 1 mash and stewed eels, please. And 4
3 pie, 1 mash. So we can only infer that he is going in here with a bit of an appetite.
juices. Large orange? Yes, please. Okay.
I don't know why she stuck the mashed potatoes to the side of the plate like that.
I reckon.
What's she putting into the middle of the plate? What's this mystery item?
Those are stewed eels, look. I reckon.
Stewed eels is what that is. Stewed fucking eels. Why? Also, who came up with this combination? I'm gonna have pie and mash. Oh, it's missing something. Maybe a couple of eels that have been boiled into a soggy mess. Yes, that was exactly the texture / flavour profile that this was missing all along.
A little more. Yeah, every now and again I fancy it. Look at that.
It's very green.
2 and 1, please.
I feel like it doesn't have to be this wet.
What have you got? I've got 3 pie, 1 mash, and stewed eels. Bosh.
That's his catchphrase. Bosh.
Right, with Robin's pie mash in Rockford.
He's flipping the pies over so they can soak up the substance. The British are absolutely terrified of anything they eat not having an extreme moisture content. I just can't believe that this is a choice somebody has made. This man isn't a prisoner of war in a war-torn country. This is an optional meal that he's choosing to have, and he's exchanged some currency for it. Just goes to show you, people are completely different in their minds. We all have our very own brain doing its very own thing. Yeah, it's definitely the worst one so far. I don't think it's even close. Let's move on. So next we're going to take a bit of a break from English people. It took Ireland 800 years to do that for the first time, but today we're going to take about 10 minutes to do so. Now we're going to watch some Americans trying a Greggs sausage roll for the first time, and in fact I believe it's their very first sausage roll. I don't think sausage rolls are a thing in America, which is crazy, because they really seem like they'd be something you'd like. Also, I don't mean to brag here, I'm very proud that I am one of the 68 people that Greggs follows on TikTok. One of my absolute crowning achievements. Have they been in touch? No. Should they get in touch and offer me free food forever? I am currently encouraging it.
Our friend Jade told us that we have to try a sausage roll from Greggs, so we're going to Greggs. It looks so buttery and delicious. Like, it looks really...
Like, you have to admit that looks incredible. Some people will say because sausage rolls are unhealthy, they'll be like, oh, it looks like, you know, looks like a ball of fat, or it looks so cheap and unhealthy. That looks incredible. If you don't think that that looks absolutely fucking delicious, we are not the same species. Maybe we have a common ancestor, but our eyes definitely evolved differently.
buttery and flaky.
I will admit, when they pull it apart, you can tell it's cold. Also, the inside of it does look like a mattress, but I promise you, it's delicious.
Oh. Give me that. Oh my god.
I don't care how close I am to somebody, I will never bite somebody else's bite. If you want to take a bite of my burger, you may bite the back of it and I will avoid your bite. I am not going to bite on top of your bite. We're not fucking animals. That's disgusting.
It's good. It's really soft, but the sausage is really flavorful on the outside.
They love
super
it.
buttery.
They love it. I'm so happy.
Really good. For the price and the flavor.
Also, is it just me, or do these ladies who definitely looked American before now look like English people simply because they're holding a sausage roll? Okay, so next up we have a
Pizza crunch!
This is a Scottish delicacy and it's a pizza that has been deep fried.
Pizza crunch! First pizza crunch I've ever had in my life. It looks horrible. Got a pizza, they put it in batter and they've deep fried it.
It looks okay to me, to be honest with you.
You know, you've got chlamydia and you wank, and it's...
Okay, so I've had to skip about a minute of this because this fella launched into a tirade about an STD he had and the side effects that he felt of said STD and how it reminded him of the pizza crisp, which I found to be beyond the scope of this video. Surplus to requirement, but I do appreciate the extra bit of information. Thank you, sir.
Pizza crunch, let's get into it. It's so hot.
It looks delicious. It looks like a cloud.
I've had many pizzas in my time. Never have they been deep fried. This is my first one. And let me tell you right here, right now, I want to be pissed and be like, it's the best pizza ever. It's so oily, it's so horrible.
Apparently it's not good. Actually, I thought it looked quite good. I mean, not a lot of colour, you can tell there isn't a lot of fibre going on there. Actually, honestly, I feel like I could have picked a better review of the pizza crisp. Sorry, I didn't watch it, I wanted it to be a surprise. I'll vet the videos anymore. I wasn't expecting to be blasted with a tirade about STDs. Again, I'm not judging. It's just beyond the scope of this particular video. Okay, last one we have here is bubble and squeak. I've heard of this, but I don't really know what it is. I think it's just a load of random shite mashed up from the fridge and then you fry it up.
After any roast dinner, we look forward to bubble and squeak. So here I have leftover carrots, broccoli and mashed
Carrots,
potato.
broccoli and potatoes.
I just mash them a bit further until it looks like this.
It doesn't look great. I mean, it doesn't look like it tastes nice, but it looks quite healthy, quite fibrous.
And I like to make my bubble and squeak into patties.
Oh, she's got a little ice cream scoop.
So I take a really large scoop and scoop out portions of the mix. It was at this point I realised it was a little bit wetter than usual.
It does look soggy, yes. But we have become accustomed to a high moisture content.
So I needed to put some flour on to help combine it before frying in hot oil in a pan. And here you can see...
Oh, they're losing their structural integrity. No, they don't look good at all. They really don't look like they're going to remain intact. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if I want them to. I'll try bubble and squeak. I might make a few of these British dishes. If you want to suggest in the comments, if anybody wants to suggest a few British dishes that maybe I should try and make at home. I'm going over to the UK soon, so I'm going to try some of the takeaway food while I'm over there. Hopefully you've enjoyed this analysis of British food culture. So I'll probably see you again soon, but for now, I'm going to fuck off. So you can like the video if you want. If you didn't like it, you don't have to, that's okay. And you can subscribe as well, but don't do that if you didn't like the video because it will be more of me. And if I'm not to your tastes, I would subscribe to somebody who's completely different maybe. Anyway, stay delicious.